I, 26F, was thrilled to move in with my boyfriend, 25M, after a long-distance relationship. But now he's saying he's unhappy because I can't drink. Due to a genetic condition, alcohol makes me sick, which he's known since day one. Despite this, he claims he'll miss the fun he had with past partners who drank and that Dallas social scene revolves around drinking, making me feel out of place. I'm devastated and unsure if I should go ahead with the move alone. Is this a deal breaker, or can I find my place in a new city without him? We started living in the same place, but then I had to move for work, so we've been going a long distance for some time. Finally, I got the opportunity for an internal transfer so we could be in the same place. We picked Dallas, Texas, to move together for various reasons. Cost of living, the chance at good in-state tuition for grad school, job opportunities, amount of transplants, weather. Plus he had some friends already living there. He got a job, got a place, and moved down a few weeks ago. My transfer was just accepted, so I prepared to move down in another few weeks. He was so happy and excited when at the news, or made a good show of it if not, and said he couldn't wait to have me there. I was counting down the days. Cut to today, he says he's been having a blast reconnecting with his old friends. They've been going on benders over the weekends, and he's been living it up at bars and clubs with them, their friends and their girlfriends. The thing is, I can't drink. Like, physiologically. I have a genetic mutation that makes my liver unable to metabolize alcohol, so I only feel sick when I drink it instead of good. Alcohol intolerance, aka Asian glow. I am Asian, and he's not. Some people who have this condition drink anyway, but I feel so awful when I try. I've given up. He says we might be happier if we go our separate ways since I can't drink, and he likes to. I'm in shock. He's known this about me since day one. I don't feel like I act weird about it. I get my one drink to hold and sip on throughout the night so I don't look out of place and still have fun. I just can't do multiple rounds or shots. Until now, our relationship has revolved around fun activities, instead of drinking. He told me that's been great, and he's done more things than ever, but then he revealed to me that this whole time, he's missed being able to go out and have fun drinking like he has in other relationships. He says he had more fun in past relationships being able to party and share that with them. He says a lot of what people do for fun in Dallas is going out to bars and drinking. He's going to be doing that. So if I come, I won't be able to participate and feel left out and unhappy. We haven't officially broken up, but the conversation felt pretty final. I'm reeling. Moving to Dallas still makes sense for all the same reasons, and I can afford it just fine, but I didn't expect to have to do it alone. I'm also discouraged by the idea that I won't be able to make friends in Dallas if I can't drink. It's tapped into a major insecurity of mine. I've struggled in the past because the other people who don't drink either do so for religious or moral reasons, or are the kind of people who don't like going out altogether, so I don't connect with them as much. I do like to go out and have a good time. I even go to raves. I just do it sober. But then, if I'm in a group that's drinking, they feel weird if I'm not drinking too. Not gonna lie, it sucks. It actually bothers people. So that makes me feel bad and out of place. But I can't help but think about how I was born. Sometimes it's hard not to feel defective. Now I'm wondering if I should still go through with the move alone. Is this going to be a major friendship barrier in Dallas? Are there people out there who are outgoing and like to be wild sometimes but are also sober? Where do I find them? TLDR can't drink due to genetic condition. Right before we were set to move to a new city together, my boyfriend revealed he'd missed being able to drink with his so, and hadn't had as much fun with me because of it. Says the new city has a drinking culture he wants to take advantage of, and that I won't be able to make friends there as easily if I move. I don't know how to feel, and I'm afraid he's right. We had a discussion and broke up that week. Not gonna lie, those first couple of months were hard. It felt like the rug had been pulled out from under me, and I was unsure what to do next. I was torn between sheepishly asking my company to withdraw the transfer or going ahead and moving alone to what felt like my ex's city. Either way, the clock was ticking on my apartment lease. The anxiety was keeping me up at night, and the lack of sleep only made things worse. On top of that, it was tough knowing that I was probably the only one sad about the breakup while my ex was living his best life, partying with best friends and banging hot chicks, relieved to be rid of me. So, yeah, that felt like shit. In the meantime, I threw myself into work to keep my mind off things. That's when things took a crazy turn because one of my projects garnered much attention. It led to me writing a report that made its way to a member of upper management. Lo and behold, a few weeks later, a management position opened up that I was uniquely qualified for, and the interviewer was that same person who liked my report So I got the job. When they told me that I would need to relocate to our home office in the Bay Area, I work in biotech. I told them that all my stuff was already packed and ready to go. Thanks, X. So now, instead of Dallas, I'll move to the Bay Area in a few weeks. One of my best friends is coming along for the ride. We will make an epic road trip out of it and hit a few national parks along the way. Since we had fully expected to move in together, my so took some of my belongings. I've paid about $500 and so far to get my shit shipped back. My kitchen stuff and some pieces of furniture are forfeited. He has yet to return my gaming consoles. We really should have split it, but I knew he'd turn that into a back and forth that I didn't want to deal with. TBH, there's also enough of a difference in our budgets that $500, and to me, is not as big a deal as $250 and would be to him. It's yet another blessing that we never merged our finances. I've reminded him a few times about the rest of my stuff, and he keeps telling me he'll get it to me. I don't want to come down there with a police escort to take back my property, but it's looking like I might have to. I don't know why he has to make this so difficult, but I'm getting pissed. So, if anyone has any advice on that. I know I'll never know his true thinking, but who cares about this? I've also decided I won't try to date for at least another year. I've been told that my management role is likely to be upgraded to a director role, depending on my performance review. So work will probably take up a lot of my time. I want to devote all remaining time to forming friendships. But most importantly, if you couldn't already tell, it's clear that I have some serious work to do on self-worth and boundaries. For your information, I think it's important to note that it's not like this guy was a deadbeat loser. I know it's easy to think, why is this woman dating an asshole, when you read these posts, but it's rarely that simple. Everyone who met him loved him. We shared a lot of common interests. He was fun to be around, always happy, great to talk to, supportive of my career, a fantastic cook, very organized, came from a great family, and had a good job. However, there's no denying that I was in a long-term relationship with someone who consistently took way more than they gave. Like, on every level. And he himself would admit that. I want to take this time to work on myself so that I never accept that kind of situation again. But when I do decide to put myself out there again, it's the Bay Area. God knows there will be plenty of guys around who also get an Asian glow and will understand why I'm not drinking, lol. Cheers, everyone. TLDR, we broke up. Went through a terrible couple of months. Drowned myself in work to cope. Hard work paid off, and I landed a major promotion that would take me to the Bay Area instead. Learned an expensive lesson about letting and so move your things. I hope he doesn't make me come down there, but I know it will all be good in the end. Gonna take the next year to be single and work on myself, but life is looking up.